Hello and welcome to the video. Just a quick update for those of you that have this Walksnail Fat Shark system. Now I've been flying this for quite a while now and it continues to improve. It's actually now at the point where I am very comfortable with it. And the weird thing is I kind of use it like the analog goggles that it's pretty much replacing now. Obviously I fly other things like HD0. I also fly the DJI system as well. And I've been flying this on the version of firmware that came out at the end of last year. That was something like 28.32.10, I think that was. Cool thing about that, it gave colour on-screen displays for iNav, and I've loved that. Things like having the little battery voltage icon being green, and you can kind of see it go down, it goes amber and then red is fabulous. Now, something that I missed has been released by Walksnail that came out. So I'm making this video because I haven't seen a lot of people talk about it, which is probably why I missed it. Now, in the midst of winter, I'm on the bench building stuff. So you've seen loads of series going on at the moment. There was the VTOL one that's pretty much coming to an end. A new one that starts tomorrow, which is the new updated Pixhawk with the Holybro 6C. So I've been doing lots of tinkering with soldering irons and crimpers and PC connections. So I missed the fact that there's a new version of technology out for this. Now, the new version is available from the standard places, the Walksnail website. I'll put the link down below. This new version is 29.33.16, and it adds a really important feature, something that I have been desperate for and something that really bugs me about the DJI HD system. The fact that it doesn't record the on-screen display. Now, having the OSD recorded and being able to play that back is really, really important, particularly when I'm doing things like reviews, or if you're flying a model and you just want to see things like what was that speed, what was the max current draw, what things like, what particular amperage were you pulling for that particular speed. There's loads of things that you can really have a look at. And they've finally added it to this version. Now, to update the goggles, I have a whole video on it. I'll put a link down below, but pretty standard stuff. You download the ground version of the image file from that website, stick it on the SD card in here, then pop it back into the goggles and press the bind button for 8 seconds and it'll start beeping. And it'll continue beeping for a long time. And then once it's finished, it'll reboot and you're on that latest version. You can then go and I would set all the settings to default. And then with a camera connected, I set the on-screen display from auto to iNav. That seems to work better for me here. Now, I've just updated mine today, and I've tried playing back some of the older recordings that were recorded before the firmware was updated. And it does show at the bottom your standard things like the battery voltage, the distance, the bits per second, the kind of signal strength of the channel that you're using. So that's really good. But I'm going to test this now, as I have Walksnail in my 2 favourite models. I have it in my Swordfish and I also have it in my Atom RC Dolphin. So the fact that I've put Walksnail in my 2 favourite wings should tell you everything you need to know. But I'm going to look forward to playing with this and being able to play and watch that OSD stuff coming back. So thumbs up. Thank you, Walksnail, for adding that functionality. It's one of the things that personally I've been waiting for, and I'm kind of annoyed that I missed it, because in the recent flying I could have been recording the OSD rather than trying to remember everything when I landed of what things like top speed, maximum current draw, average current draw, those kind of things were in the display. But hopefully for those of you that are interested in the Walksnail system, or maybe you have it already, I think it's time to do another upgrade, particularly if you have the VTX unit and particularly if you're also interested in things like recording and playing back your OSD. Thank you for spending your time today watching that video. You can find me in all the usual places on social media, and if you're trying to learn about a subject, then check out the playlist. All of my videos are organized into easy to follow playlists that if you're trying to learn a topic will take you from the basics right the way through to some pretty advanced stuff.